Have you ever noticed how sometimes it's not a big change that moves you forward? It's just a small little shift in how you see things. I mean, you don't suddenly have more time or wake up with endless energy, but something inside you hits, it kind of tilts, right? Just enough that your decisions begin to change. And maybe you start thinking a little differently about your choices. And you begin to notice opportunities that were always there, but you never noticed them before, right? That little shift can quietly change your direction. And before you even realize it, you start moving forward instead of standing still. Now, stay with me a few minutes because this is day 36 of my Elevate Life journey. And I have a confession to make to you. Um, and after I make that confession, I am going to share something simple that is helping me keep that shift going in the right direction. And I think it might help you too, as well. So, also, I have an affirmation for you today. Don't forget about that. Rhonda Jean Dillard here, rebuilding my mind and transforming my health with simple habits and cutting edge wellness tools. And I'm really, really glad that you're here today with me. I love helping women our age realize that you're not stuck. You just need a new way of looking at things, right? Sometimes that's all it is. And what I've been realizing lately is most of us don't actually need more discipline, and we definitely don't need like a complicated plan. We just need to see ourselves differently so that our choices begin to line up with the life that we want, right? When you are thinking, when your when your thinking shifts like that, let's say this, everything kind of starts to feel more possible. Those hard days get easier. You stop saying, I have to do this, and you start saying, I get to do this, right? I've been changing that a lot lately on with me. Um, it changes the entire energy around you, around the action, around the people that you're with. And if you stop thinking that things are so hard and you start thinking, man, I'm making progress, right? Suddenly you are not forcing your change anymore. You're stepping onto it, into it, one decision at a time, and going with that flow that I talked about in one of the last videos. Now, let me tell you something that happened the other day because I really saw this action, and then I'm going to get to my confession. All right. This was a week or so ago, and I was sitting right here at my desk, and I was looking at my list, and I felt that familiar thought creep in my head that said, man, this is too much. Maybe I'll just start later. And normally I would have succumbed to that thought and closed my laptop and just would have said, told myself I'd come back um, whenever I felt more motivated, which usually means tomorrow or next week. But this time I caught it. And I didn't try to overhaul my whole day. I just picked one little thing and said, okay, let's just start here. And it was almost funny how quickly my brain shifted from resistance to momentum. And I do practice a procrastination rule that really helps me. If I come across a task that won't take more than 4 or 5 minutes, and I'm not in the big fat middle of a video or something, I go ahead and I take care of it. If it's not going to take more time than that, I put it on if it's going to take more time than that, I put it on my to do list and kind of keep it for later, right? Um, now, I want to say something real quick. Momentum is what most of us have been missing momentum is. Okay. Think of it as a snowball rolling down a hill. Snowball as it's rolling down the hill. We don't get this in Texas, but y'all can definitely see the analogy. Okay, you have a small snowball. It's rolling downhill and it's gaining size. Right, that's momentum, not motivation. Motivation comes and goes. And if you need some motivation, come to me because I try to help you every single day. But momentum keeps you moving even on those days that you don't feel like it. And how do we get momentum? By taking those little steps, right? Those little steps, getting those small wins and building the confidence that we need to keep going. Momentum feels really good. But I do want to make a confession to you because the past week has been really tough for me, and you're going to have these weeks, okay? We had a death in the family. My children's grandfather passed away. And so my daughter flew in. So we have the funeral. My daughter is here staying with me. And she comes in and she is sick. She's coughing all night, not feeling well. We made it through the funeral okay, but she's actually not doing very well right now. We're trying to get her well. And I've got that little bit of a catch too. Not to mention, my grandson was staying with us for 3 of those nights. He left yesterday. So my confession is that I didn't get a whole lot done, but I still did something. Okay. I had something that I did every single day, whether it was organization or I worked on a little bit of some outlining and things like that. It wasn't full force. Excuse me. Wasn't full force, but it was there. So, what I'm saying about this is you can still have those days or even a week, because it'll be a week tomorrow. You can have those days that you don't get everything done, that you don't feel good about where you are. You have to rely on those small wins, right, during that time. Because now I'm back to where I was. I am full of energy. I'm ready to go. Hopefully, this cough doesn't catch on. And we're going to go forward from here. But don't lose it. Okay. Don't lose all your momentum. And whenever you think that all is ruined because of all that, I want you to remember that you're still here. You didn't go down. You didn't lose anything because of you had to stop for a few days. You're still here. You just haven't climbed in a few days. But now we're climbing again. All right. Now, I promised you an affirmation today, and this one fits perfectly with what we've been talking about. I am the architect of my dreams, shaping my life with intention, purpose, and determination. You have to have those 3 to keep going, right? I will put that in the comments. I am the architect of my dreams, shaping my life with intention, purpose, and determination. When you think of yourself as an architect, you stop waiting for someone else to fix things. You start designing your life, one intention, one decision, one intentional decision at a time, even if it's imperfect. Architects don't build everything in one day. They follow plans and directions and they adjust and they keep moving forward, which is exactly what this small shift allows you to do. And if they have to stop for the weekend, they don't go anywhere. They just stay where they were. They don't lose steam. They will gain it whenever they get back. Also, I did create a short video with 7 affirmations on it. And you can use those different days of the week if you'd like. And I'll put the link in the comments so that you can save it and come back to it whenever you need that reminder. Okay. Now, Here's a simple tip that is helping me keep this shift going. And that is actually my morning routine. And I know I harp on my morning routine, but that morning routine really keeps me grounded and really keeps me going. It's something that I do every single day, and it builds my personal development, my professional development, as well as my spiritual development. So always, try to figure out something, even a short morning routine that can work for you. Now, tomorrow we are going to talk about something that grows naturally out of this, okay? It's not too late to feel good again. I mean, have you caught yourself wondering if it's too late for you? I mean, it's not just okay, but energized, right? You want to feel clear and excited about how you feel. Somewhere along the way, a lot of us started accepting less. And when you accept less and you call that normal, then we just get used to it. We got used to feeling tired. We got used to the brain fog. And we started saying, this must just be part of getting older, right? Because a lot of you are my age. But what if it's not? What if feeling better is still completely possible? How would you like that? I want to talk about that and what I'm noticing more and more as I continue on my journey here, because I'm definitely feeling shifts that give me real hope. Okay. Um, Make sure you follow so you don't miss that conversation tomorrow. If you are ready to take control of your direction, be sure and start with the foundation that helped me stop starting over. It's where I began and where I decided I wanted something different. And I want you to know, you are capable of this. You are so worthy of feeling better. You are worthy of becoming the architect of your dreams, and it starts with one small shift. You know you have one life, honey, make it the one you were meant to live, the one you've always wanted to live. Y'all have a wonderful day and come back and see me tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here.